Call Allah Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Bakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone of Ruel. I am not a member, however, I've entered into their labors. Peace and mercy to the sincere brothers and sisters doing this, wherever you are, whatever your lot may be. This is another quick news update, little blowing of the trumpet. You know what? I want to open up with something that it was a scripture that just came to mind. I forget the verbiage. Give me just a second. No, who art to be destroyed. Virgin daughter of Babylon. Okay. All right, this is Psalms 137 and 8. And we can just read the AI overview. All right, let's see what it got for us. Psalms 137 and 8, the phrase, O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, refers to the city of Babylon, which is personified as a woman. This verse expresses psalmist's desire for vengeance against Babylon for the destruction of Jerusalem and the suffering of the Israelites. The verse is part of a large lament in Psalms 137, where the Israelites recall their captivity in Babylon and express their longing for their homeland. If you fast forward that to today, because we understand that Babylon that was taken over by the Persians, okay, according to Daniel 7, that had nothing to do with I'm sorry, let me rephrase it. That is not the same. The downfall or the transferring of power is not the same. So if you look at Old Babylon still stands. Okay, it is modern day Iraq. And it was not taken out by fire. Okay, there's another scripture that tells you that Babylon will be like unto Sodom and Gomorrah, right? And that it will be. And there's another scripture also, and I believe that's either in Jeremiah or in Revelation, where it tells you that it will be a habitation for every hateful bird and an unclean beast, right? It will be a desert wasteland. It'll be a monument forever. And that is talking about this place right here, right now. And that is the beauty of the scriptures, because even Jeremiah 49 through 51, although it was written to the captives in the Neo-Babylonian Empire, it's twofold, because this is the daughter of Babylon. And whenever you hear the destruction of Babylon, that is talking about here and now, not then. Because then Babylon was taken over as a hostile takeover by the Persians. Okay, you can look into that history on your own. So we're going to go to it. We're just going to go to Psalms 137 and 8 real quick. And then I'm going to let that video play. And again, this is just something that's a quick warning, a news update. Just, that we ought to be walking circumspect, okay? There is no time anymore, all right? The luxury of time is not on our side, all right? Psalms 137. Okay. Oh, hold on now. Hey, verse 7 right here. And this is what links Edom to Babylon, to right here, right now. Okay, this is Psalms 137 and 7 and 8 is the point. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem. Okay, remember when Jerusalem fell, all right, and Esau, Edom was the first ones there to help the enemy deal with us harshly. All right. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, even to the foundation thereof. And then immediately moves into, O daughter of Babylon. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed. Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. So there's a recompense. Nobody gets away. On a macrocosmic level and a microcosmic level, nobody gets away. Whatever your reward is, be it good, be it bad, you're going to get it. So let's go and listen to what's going on here.
also directed its proxy groups to embed sleeper cells in the homeland to be activated. Experts we spoke to said that should the U.S. join these attacks on Iran.
So, like, if you have not been up to date today, the U.S. did bomb Iran. All right, they bombed Iran. I believe what was quoted or what is reported is that they hit a couple of nuclear sites, which is strange because they don't have a facility that they're building nuclear weapons on. So the nuclear facilities that they're building are to help their people. Okay, it is to help them. Now, this is alleged. If they don't have them, as they said they don't, which it has been proven, but you never know, all right? The world is a strange and interesting place, especially when Esau Edom is at the helm. But we're going off the notion that they are not building nuclear weapons. They have been inspected. They have open books. Okay, everything that they've been accused of by a certain group of people, by a certain nation, that nation ends up being exposed for being guilty of that very thing that they're accusing these Ishmaelites of. Or I'm sorry, not Ishmael. Well, it's a mix, Japheth and Ishmael, I believe. Don't quote me on that. Ishmael's more for the Arabs. Japheth is the Hawaiians, but the actual Persians in that land at that time, according to Daniel 7, I do believe that those were Japhetic people. They were not Ishmaelites. But please don't quote me on that. Look into that on your own. But at any rate, they are bombing these facilities, and these facilities are to help further their nation, because we understand, right? It is not about stopping them because they are a legitimate threat. It is about that those Ishmaelites have, or we'll just say Ishmael, that the Iranians, all right, they have something, or Carmanians, should we say, right? We'll do that. We'll say the Carmanians, that's in the book of Esdras, second Esdras, in the Apocrypha. But yeah, the Carmanians have something. They have natural resources. They have a vast amount of land, and it is a part of that greater greater. I don't want to say it. The greater ISR, and I'll spell it wrong on purpose. All right, the greater ISREAL. Okay, you can switch the second to last and the third to last letters. All right, so it's a part of that project there, and so you can also bear that in mind. So let me shut up and let this go.
They may try to activate these sleeper cells, Kelly.
Iran's operatives in the U.S. will strike.
So you think we need to understand and remember that you've got Iranian operatives in the United States right now?
Yes.
One coming out today, White House is currently monitoring possible Iranian sleeper cells in the United States. Here's another one that came out. Trump administration boosts monitoring of possible Iran-backed cells in the U.S. as Trump weighs strikes. Highly vulnerable Iranian supreme leader may try to activate sleeper cells in the West as Israeli onslaught mounts, experts warn. So FBI sleeper cell warning list coming out, this back in 2023. The first one is Washington, D.C. They know there are sleeper cells in Washington, D.C. all throughout New York. There's so many in New York. There's no specific locations, just the entire state of New York has sleeper cells. San Francisco, California, Santa Clara, California, Los Angeles, California, San Diego, California, Houston, Texas, Arlington, Texas, Dallas, Texas, Boca Raton, Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Orlando, Florida, Tampa, Florida, Boston, Massachusetts, Playfield, Illinois, Chicago, Illinois, Cleveland, Ohio, Laurel, Maryland, Potomac, Maryland, Harridan, Virginia, Springfield, Virginia, Raleigh, North Carolina, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Charlotte, North Carolina, Detroit, Michigan, Columbia, Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri, Denver, Colorado, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Tucson, Arizona, and Seattle, Washington.
So most of those cities that were listed have some sort of military or DOD affiliation, whether it's a defense contractor or it's an actual military base, or, obviously DC, okay? So, that's a strategic thing. But also, you want to bear in mind, even this may or may not be true. And if it's not, you also want to be aware of any false FLAGs that may happen, and by perpetrated by a certain group and then blamed on Iran just to manufacture consent for this war that nobody wants. Jake or heathen. Not even 2/3 of our people are talking any kind of shit. These Edomites ain't talking shit. Nobody's saying. People just want. They don't. They want America to return to what they know. But that's just not what the Lord said. Okay, this place is quickly circling the drain, and it is reaching its end. Okay. America as we knew it, know it, no longer exists. It ceased to exist. I think the final nail in the coffin was 2019. All right, with the planned image. All right, and I'll just leave it at that. So I'll get Ephesians, okay, being circumspect. It is imperative, all right, that we walk with our head on a swivel, that we're paying attention, that we're continuously praying every morning, because you never know. That prayer you prayed in the morning may be the thing that saved you later on in the day. All right, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, roughly paraphrase. Say your prayers in the morning with sincerity. Live your life with purpose and sincerity. All right. Go to work, come home, go to the gym, do what you got to do. All right. But at the end of the day, make sure that at the forefront of your mind is obedience and being pleasing to the Lord. Of course you're going to fall. Of course you're going to, come up short. And I'm not saying it's okay, just for lack of a better word, it's okay. Get up and get back on the horse. That is the name of the game here. Because as you can see, time is running short. And I think, and this is me speaking as a man, but as soon as they make that, micro CHIP, as soon as they make that mandatory, I truly believe things are just going to start boom. The dominoes are going to just, one by one, quickly. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. Like I said, I'm speaking as a man. But it is definitely imperative for all of us, each and every one of us, to walk in a manner that is pleasing unto the Lord. And the only way you know that is if you get in these scriptures. All right. And a telltale sign, before I continue reading here, a telltale sign, if the majority, especially worldly people, if they are in agreement with whatever is going on or whatever you're doing, you may want to reevaluate what you're doing. All right. To be a friend of the Lord is to be an enemy of the world, right? And if you're a friend of the world, you are at enmity with the Most High. All right, this is Ephesians 4. And where are we at? Maybe it's 5. Yes, 5 and 15. Ephesians 5 and 15. Or the highlighted portion. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days, the days are evil. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is, and be not drunk with wine, wherein is an excess, but be filled with the Spirit. All right, that ain't me. Gosh, I got these terrible hiccups, Salaki. And that don't mean you can't drink, but just don't be out of your wits. And that's physically and spiritually. Do not be out of your wits. Always have control of your faculties. All right, the time of mirth and being merry and partying, it's closing. It's over. It's been over. All right, so with that being said, I pray that you were edified. So